Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, Sorrel? Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that good, wonderful shh. I think that's too close, so we're going to back it out a little bit. Anyway, man, this video is actually about business. People always talk about the business of the bullies and this and that and the other. And it's one of the things that I haven't really been that great at. I'm a dog person, so I have a different type of patience. I have a different type of everything when it comes to, just the business aspect. And excuse me, I'm gonna tell y'all, to be truthful, I've done way too many favors. And one individual who asked me about this, was starting out. He like, I'm gonna do a couple breedings. He got a couple females. He getting his program going, so to speak. And he wanted to know what's the best way to go about things. And I'll tell you this, and y'all have heard me talk about this on another one, but man, you sort of have to buckle down and decide whether or not it's just your passion, your hobby, and don't worry about so much about the numbers. I think the easiest, I don't even know if we want to say the easiest, but maybe the most productive way is, if it's possible, to keep your dogs out of a lot of people's hands. The American Bully thing is different, man. Everybody's a breeder. Everybody's starting a program. Everybody wants something instantaneously. Everybody wants the best deal on top of wanting something instantaneously. And then they'll jump on anything, if it's instantaneously, and that leads to a lack of quality. I'm changing some things about the way I do everything. Website is about to go up. It might already be up, but my Hall of Fame website is going to be up for sure. And the main thing that I'm doing is I'm trying to redirect everything towards, just doing it that way, man. Getting to more pet homes, stop selling to people who are interested in breeding as much. And no offense, because I got a lot of good friends who are breeding and doing good things, but it's a different animal when you deal with people who have an interest that they can get this dog and they're going to breed this dog and they're going to do things, because instantly you go into almost like the New York Stock Exchange. First and foremost, they want to negotiate your prices down. And I've always had about $2,500 to $3,000 has generally been my rule of thumb for most of my dogs, depending. And that's been for almost 20 years. And I see people who charge $7,000, $8,000. I see people charge $5,000. I see people who charge the same thing that I do for a lot lesser quality. And and it's all good as to whatever you get, but I get people who call me and instantly they want to take my prices all the way down. Well, how about we do 2,000 instead of the 3,000, and that was my range. Well, how about we do that? And I'm like, I told you it's 3,000. Then, okay, can we do it for 1,500? And sometimes those are great deals because those are great homes. But my part where it gets sort of funny at is because, okay, you can buy what you can afford, but then I've been seeing both sides of the fence. I've met some great people who just said, hey, this is my budget. I'm gonna get a dog a great home. And I love doing that. I would rather cut the price and do that than to deal with some of these people who have every intention on breeding the dogs. They're grabbing dogs from any and everybody because they can right fast. And they're looking to take your price down, but immediately when they take all of your hard work, they're gonna jack their prices up. They want you to sell them a dog for $1,000 so they can use your name and talk about, oh, it's all for this blood and they from this and this and that. Well, I want to charge you $3,500. When I say this, I'm saying this to be very, very, like, not an asshole or anything, but life is simpler when you find pet homes in many ways, not just because of the money situation, but life is simpler when you find people who are truly interested in just the dog. They're not, a lot of these people won't be in no super great big hurry. A lot of these people won't be in any of that. They just want a top quality animal. They're willing to wait for it. They're willing to go ahead and give the dog a good home. They're not even thinking about 35 breedings and who they can breed to it and all of these different things. You just know that your animals are getting a good home, and most importantly, you notice that your legacy won't be attached to a bunch of screwed up dogs, which has been another problem with me, is that a lot of my blood has been bred to dogs that I would never approve of, and so with all that being said, man, I just tell you, decide which route you want to go. You know, if you're a breeder and you want to be like a mass producing breeder, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of the shit that comes along with being a mass producing breeder and selling to everybody. But if you truly care about your program, limit it as much as you can. Get the dogs in as many pet homes as you can. Get the dogs with as many good people as you can. This is one of the reasons why you never seen a bunch of Denzel kids for resale, because I always worked hard to, no matter what the deal is, that when I finally do decide to sell a dog to somebody, I sell it to people who I believe are not going to resell the dog and don't want to go around and do a million things with the dog. You know, y'all see a different approach from me, but it's all for the sport, man. I want to go back to what I used to do, and I will be more of the getting away from the bully world as far as selling my blood into the bully world, unless it's to select people. Y'all know who y'all is. But but you know, if you want to protect your brand, so to speak, and you want to do the right thing by it, man, go find pet homes, because it's a very destructive and toxic community that we live in. That, trust me, everybody's your friend, everybody loves you, everybody wants your dogs, everybody this and that and the other, and then, you know, they'll be quick to stab you in the back, talk shit about you at the drop of a dime, you know, or the first time something doesn't go their way, or, you know. So, and it's a headache too, you know. Myself, I got way overextended, way too many people to call and all that stuff, and it's just not worth it, man. If you in this for the sport, do it for the sport, love what you're doing. And, you know, it's beautiful to get pictures at Christmas times with your dogs with scarves on and sunglasses and Christmas hats and ugly sweaters, and you know your stuff is taken care of and they mean something to somebody, instead of possibly living in somebody's backyard in a cage. But until next time, man, I catch up with y'all. Much love. Peace.